Hey guys, what's going on? It's a Block Bull Rabbit now bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now today we're going to take a look at the crypto charts. We do have the bubbles as well off the back of yesterday's tariff announcement by Donald Trump. Okay, so this is on the daily here. We've got Velo, VRA, ADA, Sol. Everything is down in the red, guys. It's so frustrating right now because you know what? Historically, we should be in the middle of a bull market looking at taking profits. Okay, there's a lot of cryptos, especially over on Ethereum, that are yet to get moving. Now, 92% of Donald Trump's portfolio is made up of cryptos built upon the Ethereum. Okay, so this is absolutely, it's just wild. You know, obviously somebody knows something. However, in other news, 1.65 trillion has also been wiped out from the US stock market as well. So it's pretty much red. So just because something's in the negative or something's, gone red in the stock market, or whether it be in the crypto, doesn't necessarily mean the crypto or the tech is any worse off. It just means that there's people taking profits or there's price manipulation. One way or another, these big boy smart money investors are obviously making money, and you know what, they're taking retail traders hard-earned capital for those people that are willing to sell their bags to them at a discounted price. Now it's just ludicrous for anybody selling unless you are selling with the intention to buy in lower. But trying to catch a falling knife is very, very difficult indeed. Now I'm going to go over to the crypto charts here, so we're just going to filter through now. So we got Velo down, which is the biggest loser. H bar, XLM, XCN, VRA. Now, I have recently just got into VRA. We may visit this VRA as well. I do believe it is a fantastic pick. We'll visit that shortly. But as always, let's take a look at XCN now. So, where are we trading on the chart? Now, what I've also done here, this is just the Fibonacci lines, guys. So, I'm just going to delete that here. I've just been having to play around with this because this was actually marked out on the 15th of April, because at the moment we haven't really got many sort of catalysts in the markets to really sort of get the market going. Now you've got to think how institutions, hedge funds, any sort of entity with massive amounts of capital, how are they thinking? You've got to think as if you're the one deploying smart money ultimately. So you're looking to take out retail traders. So you are going to offer retail traders max pain, which is exactly what this move's done for the past sort of couple of months. Okay, we are going into Q2 now, so I do expect some sort of turnaround during quarter two. Okay, now interestingly enough, what I've marked out here is, let me just delete that line for now, from this sort of law here around the time of US elections, we did create this sort of ascending trend line here. And this is where, from this trend line here, this is where we got the sort of upwards trajectory for Onyxcoin, okay, where we did rally up that sort of 20x before this sort of recent capitulation. Now, people that have watched my previous videos will realize that I did the cup and handle pattern. So we're looking at bumping into the side of the cup. And if you've not watched that video, make sure to check out the channel. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Okay. Just type in cup and handle and that'll pop up. Okay. So very similar to this really, but this is obviously, this is a straight up line, no curvature at all. So we've got this coming through here. So again, it's like a moving target. So people will say, well, where's the bottom? Where do you feel like XCN's going to bottom out? Again, it's a falling knife. It's impossible to catch. But for me, like, the logical place would be to either fall into that side of the cup from the cup and handle pattern, or two, we're probably going to look at bouncing at this sort of trend line. Yeah. So again, it's a moving target. So depending how many days go by, we could basically consolidate here, then capitulate here, and then get a strong bounce like a V-shaped recovery. Or you could get something like, let's just have a look. We could get a straight down here, bounce, 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 wait till the deadline passes for the tax deadline, and then we go off to the markets. So any route is possible, guys. Yeah, any route is. It doesn't really matter how it gets there, but ultimately, it looks as if we're gonna run into this trend line, in my opinion, before we do get a big bounce to the upside. So that will be looking then at we'll be looking at the fifth wave, right? Because we did this yesterday with a 1, 2, a 3, a 4 down here, and then a fifth wave. Again, the fifth wave is obviously subjective. Some people may take profits here around 18 cents, which would coincide with the sort of all-time high there for XCN. So if you're conservative, you'll be taking profits there. If you're like myself, you'll be taking profits around sort of 50 cent where the 1618 Fibonacci is, or you could go higher. But for me personally, like I say, I do believe some of these cryptos are actually lagging behind. Yeah, for example, like XCN is still completing phase one, in my opinion, where other coins like the ISO coins, for example, like XRP, XDC, they've already completed phase one and they are going into phase two. So we still need a blow off top really for XCN before the rest of the cryptos get going. So this is my sort of strategy now, is to ride cryptos like XCN that are finishing off their phase one. So we're just waiting for that impulse now to the upside, to at least to the all-time highs anyway, like 18 cent. Okay, again, depends how conservative you are. 18 cent, or if you're like me, a little bit more of a risk taker, I'll be aiming for like 50 cent. Take profits, and wherever the markets are at the moment, you then begin to rotate from your sort of XCN over into other cryptos, okay, that have already, like, rolling into phase two, if you will, because after this, you would imagine, after, if this is an Elliott wave, mind you, we don't know if it is. It's looking likely because we've had the 1, 2, 3, 4. It's almost inevitable we're going to see this wave 5. So after a wave 5, you usually get your ABC correction, don't you? So something like this, A, B, C down here. Okay, so something along those sort of lines. And then obviously you'll be going into a different market. That could be the full cycle for XCN, yeah, because I couldn't see us going past into 26 and continuing the cycle. I believe the crypto cycle will be over by the end of the year, guys. So that could be it for Onyxcoin. Again, that's just the way it is. And if that is the end of the cycle, XCN will probably run higher than that 18 and 50 cent that I was stipulating. It'll probably run a lot higher, guys. Okay, so we'll take every day as it comes anyway. But I do want to, a quick bonus at the end of the video, is VRA. I want to give an honourable mention to Verasity. Now, this is a top pick, so I have been diversifying my portfolio because I was heavily skewed to Velo, to XCN, to Gala. Got some other sort of cryptos as well that I won't name. Okay, so I wanted to add some more diversification into the portfolio. Now, I was looking at Verasity because it caught my eye. Believe it or not, Verasity has got a market cap at this moment in time, at the time of recording, of only $11 million. $11 million. Now, Verasity has the patented view technology for blockchain. So what that means is, obviously, content is absolutely massive now in today's business. Okay, so obviously you got like your TikTok, your Facebook, YouTube's, Twitch, anything like some sort of, even Spotify. Yeah, they're all sort of streaming platforms, and they do need verifications for advertising purposes, because advertisers pay these streaming services to promote ads. For example, if you're watching this video, there's a good chance you saw an ad. 5 seconds, you skip the ad and then you go onto it. Advertisers need that reassurance that their money is being spent wisely, and they want to know that, basically the views aren't coming from bots. Yeah. So this is massive. Now, this is $100 billion market. Apparently, $100 billion in 2025. It's estimated that $100 billion is lost due to ad fraud. Okay, this is sitting at 10 million market cap. So, like I say, these guys have got the pattern. They've got this on lock. Now, you can quite clearly see where this chart pattern is going. It reminds me of a little bit of XRP, with that sort of multi-year wedge going into the apex before we got the explosion to the upside. And you can see this again, similar to XCN, where it did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it going into the bear market. This is a prolonged bear market because, like, some of us believe that we're in a bull market right now from, US elections. I do believe that with the ISO coin. So what's going on now with these sort of ERC20 tokens and these other cryptocurrencies as well that are, lower cap gems? We're yet to filter and distribute the money and the wealth down to the lower cap. So you've had like Bitcoin, we've missed out Ethereum. This is what I'm saying, guys. 92% of Donald Trump's portfolio is built upon the Ethereum blockchain, yeah? So I'm just going to mark out this sort of ABC correction as well. So where are we now? Let's get the ABC. ABC is up. So A, B, See down here. So I do believe we are near completion. So VR8 is going to basically begin a completely new cycle, guys. So it doesn't have to replicate a new Elliott wave. It could move completely differently, which is why I believe this project is so exciting in terms of a sort of charting pattern, if you will, because you can quite clearly see here as well. If I just zoom in, you can quite clearly see here the all-time high here, November 21. So that was the end of that cycle. Come down here and you can see how this sort of trend line acts as a splitter here. So we got that sort of resistance, flip resistance into support, nice bounce, boom, up to the upside. Then we come down and we basically grinded along again. We get that pop with the rest of the market around US elections going into sort of December. December we top out, and then we've been coming down now. So it looks as if VRA is very, very close to hitting the apex. So you could hold off. I've jumped in, guys. Yeah, I'm in now. So, risk to reward. We could fall a little bit lower. I would say about 15-20% with the rest of the market, because the market is in free fall at the minute. But 15%, 15-20%, then tell you what, VRA is going to absolutely fly, guys. Yeah. Boom, straight up there. Now, you guys are probably asking, well, what's the sort of return on investment on this particular coin? Now, a lot of people may bash the tokenomics because you can stake VRA as well, so you're constantly earning new digital assets, and that's what I like about coins like XCN. What I like about Verasity VRA, which is what we're looking at right here. So I love coins like that. You can constantly build your wealth in terms of, accumulating new assets, even when the price is, trading negatively. So if we was just to run up, for example, even from current price action here, just to this sort of December where we've just gone, that's a 600% move. So that's a 7x, which is greater than XCN, from even after that sort of 82-83% retracement where XCM was trading at approximately 5 cents. Yeah, we can just nip back over now. So XCN is here. Say, for example, again, we're just using current price action up there. So that's 487%, yeah. So this is the thing now. I think VRA is the sort of big opportunity around. And you know what? These are all closes. These are one-day closes as well. Where XN reached at 5 cents, that was actually a wick. Like the highest daily close here was actually there around 3.5 cents. So really, XN's got about 300% to sort of cover the sort of most recent daily close, if that makes sense. And then VRA is all the way up here. It's almost double, 600%. So this is why I've jumped into VRA now, despite the fact we can fall a little bit lower. That's fine by me, guys. I'm not looking to sell anytime soon. Now, if we was actually to run up to these sort of two peaks here, which I do believe we will do, like I say, guys, we're pretty much at the end now of this multi-year. It's quite clear multi-year wedge, similar to, like I say, with XRP. And if we run up to this sort of high here, look at the silly numbers up here, 8,122% gains. The all-time high up here, you can quite clearly see is 8 cent 7. I nearly said 87 cent then. 8 cent 7. So that is absolutely humongous. So what's that? 8,000%. Let's see if we can just get the calculator up, and we'll see what's what. So for example, I don't know, say you got 10,000, yeah, plus what was it? Was it 8,200, something like that? Let's just measure it up. We'll just round it up to, I'll tell you what, we'll even just use that low figure there, 7,900. Doesn't really matter. You get the gist, guys. It's going to be absolutely massive. So that should be a times that. I do apologise. So 10,000. No, that's right. Plus, there you go, 7,900%. Plus your initial, that is 800k. If we get up to sort of all-time high for VRA. And similar to what XRP did as well, guys. XRP, when that came out of its wedge, let's visit XRP now. And then what we'll do is we'll go on to the weekly to give you guys a better view. So this is exactly what happened with XRP. Exactly, it's a similar wedge, yeah? Would you not agree? Similar wedge there. So let's just have a look in terms of weeks from there to the breakout. it took approximately 360 weeks. So I believe that is around, say that call that 2018, and then obviously we broke out in it was like late 24, wasn't it? So if we call it 6-7 years of basically building that wedge, and then what happens is as soon as you get to the end of the wedge, it doesn't take long. I'm going to put these into candles now. So for us to hit the top here, the all-time sort of high with XRP, we'll just measure how many candles it took. Now, for the first one, two, three, these first 4 weeks, it literally took 4 weeks. You could add all these other candles if you want to be pedantic. So in total, it probably took about 9 weeks. But you could ultimately cash out just shy of the all-time high here after about 3-4 candles. So 3 or 4 weeks after these wedges, you're hitting all-time highs, which is absolutely massive, guys. So this is why you haven't got to be sort of disheartened with the current price action, because you can basically turn $10,000 into 800k, which is absolutely massive, guys. So again, just do not go anywhere. And I would also, again, never financial advice, but I'll get a small bag of VRA, yeah, even just for a punt if you don't trust the tokenomics in the sort of network, if you will, guys. But yeah, I'm going to leave it with you. If you guys enjoyed the content, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. We've also got the Discord as well, so we're still recruiting new members for that. Again, that is a subscription based. All the metrics in terms of the technical indicators in there. Like I said, if you enjoyed the content, make sure to like, share, comment, do what you got to do. As always, I've been the Block Bull. Until next time, the Block Bull is over and out.